In this video, I will show you how I turn and stuff my Tilda dolls. This applies to all types of stuffies, really. When you have really small pieces like the Tilda patterns, like this little bunny ear, they can be really hard to start. So I take my time. This is real-time video right now, so it is a little bit painful to watch, but this is how I do it. So I use the tweezers to kind of get it started. And then once I have it started, I will use usually a pencil, or that is a paintbrush handle without the brush on it. So I will use one of those things to push the fabric through and turn it right side out. And then I will go along the seams just to make sure the seams are matching properly and give it a finger press and really make sure the shape is there that I want. And then I'll show you how I turn in that raw edge end because we are going to be hand stitching all these pieces onto our dolls. So I will take, in this case, I actually used my mini seam ripper to turn in the sides, like where the seams are, and then I will use a pencil to just push the rest of the raw edge in there to create a nice finished edge. And then with these bunny ears, I will actually pinch them together and I will do like a little tack stitch just to keep the shape of it. It just makes it a lot easier. Like I'll do a tack stitch right there, which makes it much easier to sew on. And here's some time-lapse video just showing you a couple more pieces being turned out. Okay, let's do some stuffing. So I use this Royal Silk fiberfill. It's really silky. It stuffs very evenly. I've used other things, cheaper things, and you just do not get the same results. So it's definitely important that you get a good quality fill. So the most important thing I think about stuffing these little Tilda pieces, like this is the arm, is you have to start with these really tiny little pieces of stuffing. It seems crazy sometimes, the little tiny pieces of stuffing, but in order to get it to be nice and even, you really want to start with just these little bits of stuffing and really pack it down to the very end of your space and then work your way up toward the opening. So just take your time, be patient, and pack the fill, the way you like it. I like mine pretty tight, so I definitely take my time to pack the stuffing down. Now for heads and necks, I feel like those are pretty specialized areas. The head, like this bunny head, you can see his little nose sticking out. So you want to pack that nose first and then kind of backfill the rest of his head. And once you get to the neck, because of the way it curves, if you don't take your time stuffing the neck, you're going to get a stuffy that has a bent neck, basically. So again, take your time, make sure the head is fully stuffed once you start stuffing the neck, and you can use the pencil eraser. I always use a pencil with an eraser for stuffing because the eraser gives you just enough grip on that fill that you can kind of get the fill to go where you want it to go. That way, if you see a little area that needs a little bit of more stuffing, you can use that pencil to really move it around in there and get it just right. Now, sometimes I use rice to add a little weight to these animals. So I just use the cheapest white rice that I can find at the grocery store. I will take a little piece of paper, roll it up, create kind of like a little funnel. And again, these pieces are so small, so for this, I would just use my fingers to scoop little bits of rice into there, stuff it down with a pencil, and again, kind of get the rice where you want it to go, which I just want it in the toes. And then once you have enough rice in there, you just start stuffing. So this is a bunny leg. You just start stuffing your bunny leg, and the stuffing will sit right against the rice. And again, you can make it as tight as you want, or as loose as you want. And just take your time and continue to use these little tiny pieces of stuffing to fill the rest of your leg. And I generally fill the leg up to about my thumb's width from the top. That way you have plenty of space to sew the leg into the body, which I will go over in the next video. Thanks for watching.